Hey everybody, Smooth Brain Operator here, talking to whoever's listening out there. Today's topic of conversation, kind of an old school topic because most people have accepted Primaris is the new way of things, right? And so the firstborn Marines are kind of starting to go out. Newborn Marines, the Primaris Marine, are starting to come in. What are your thoughts on it? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you understand the lore decision choices? Do you think it's all just a bunch of bullcrap? What are your thoughts on it? I don't know. I'm kind of doesn't matter. Like I dabble in the tabletop, not a whole lot. I like the lore more for myself, so I get it. You bring Gilliman back, you've got to find a way to push back the forces of chaos because everything's kind of at a semi stalemate, right? Just a bunch of battles happening across the millions of worlds, but at the same time, it's not a whole lot of ground being taken. And then from a financial point of view, it's like, okay, you got to sell more models. You're bringing back a Primark, but what more can you do? You bring back a little bit bigger, better of a Space Marine, right? And so I do like the fact that it's not just a new process of making Space Marines, right? It's more so a these are Space Marines that were made and then put into sleep, and now that they're awoken and they join their respective chapters, that I've seen it a couple times in some books. They're described as like, well, not like children, but they're just ignorant. Whereas firstborn Marines have been fighting for 10,000 years and learned all kinds of knowledge on how to fight their enemies. The Primaris Marine, yeah, they're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster, but they lack just the battlefield common sense that your average firstborn Marine would have. So I don't know. Like I like it. I love the look of the personally love the look of the bolt rifle that the Primaris Marines use. Oh my gosh, the bolter rifle. I think it's sick. I like the kind of elongated bolter. It doesn't quite look like a submachine gun that the standard bolter kind of looks like, right? It's got a little scope on it. Not that they really use it. And I've seen some fan adaptations where they put a little buttstock on the back of it. That way, the Marine could actually shoulder the whole rifle if he wanted to. And I think it's cool. Personally, as far as the bolt rifle goes, I love the bolt rifle. I think that thing's awesome. I think it's sick. But I get where some people are like, why if it's not broken, why fix it? You have the firstborn Marines. They're awesome. They do a great job. Let them do their thing. But at the same time, as always, it comes down to money. Money is always the issue with Games Workshop. They're a business. I kind of can't blame them. They want to pump more product out. They want to get more of your money. They want you to buy more things. So other than changing the rules every 4 years, the only next best thing they can do is come out with new models, different models, and a new range entirely, which is what they've been doing the last, whatever it's been, 20 years or so. That's what they've been doing and working on. So I get it. I understand they got to do what they got to do, and it makes sense to me. I don't know. I think there could be a. I know the firstborn Marines are going the way of the dodo. They're just gonna fall off the edge of the map here at some point. I wish there could be some type of middle ground, right? I don't know, something in between where both can still exist. But I get it. And then also, I know the Grey Knights are getting a range refresh here, so I've heard, anyways. And so, if they're getting a range refresh, does that mean they are also getting a Primaris upgrade? Because to my knowledge, the Grey Knights have not received a Primaris upgrade yet. They don't have that capability. Unless I'm wrong, that's some lore that could have completely uh, avoided me for some reason, but to my knowledge, Grey Knights don't have the refresh. They don't have Primaris. So I'm not sure, to be honest, as far as that goes. But I think overall the Primaris would be a cool upgrade. It's a great upgrade. I don't really have an opinion against it or for it, right? I'm just like, fine, if that's the way they want to go, then that's the way Games Workshop is gonna go. You either love it or you hate it. You move forward with it, or you keep playing the older editions, whatever you like. So, it just comes down to the individual, I suppose. And I will say, I've been a fan of all the new models coming out, though. I think they've done a great job. I think they look cool. I do like that they're a bit bigger. Um, Painting miniature heads have always been awful for me. Just a really, really tough time of it. So if everything's just a little bit bigger, it might be just that much easier to be able to paint, be able to put your models together. I don't know about this, but I hope kit bashing is a little bit easier. I don't know if it is or isn't with these new models, but I'd love to piece a model together and kit bash and make my own chapter master for my own Space Marine Legion. That's something to talk about another time. But I don't know. Tell me what you think, thoughts and comments. I don't really see an issue one way or the other. Um, I think if we had more books, more stories written about first the Primaris Marines, and maybe like give us a chapter that had to rebuild from the ground up with literally nobody in it, or maybe like it seems everyone's done this at least once or twice, where a chapter will get decimated down to one Space Marine left. That one Space Marine becomes the chapter master. He becomes Primaris. He's the old goat, right? He's the go-to guy. But then, show us the learning process as a young chapter, not just a young Primaris, 1 or 2 or 5 or 10. Show us a story on the chapter, learning their lessons through the fires of war and combat, standing next to each other, their brothers in arms, dying next to one another, and learning those lessons that the firstborn already learned, right? Maybe this is a good way to recap some lessons. It's like, hey, yeah, firstborn Marines knew this. Why don't we? And I don't know. Like Brothers of the Snake book? That's a great book. I can't recommend that one enough. If you're looking at getting into Warhammer 40k at all, and you just want something to jump into, I believe it's Brothers of the Snake. Really, really good book. I would like someone to write a book like that on the Primaris Marines. Give us this tale from someone starting out as a lowly, just line soldier, a line Space Marine, going all the way up to Chapter Master. I think that would be a sick story. That'd be awesome. But, anyways, that's I don't know. Tell me what you think. Tell me Primaris Marines are trash. They should go back. Tell me that you're happy that it happened. You're happy that they moved forward past Firstborn Marines. Tell me what you think. Thoughts, comments, all that good stuff. I don't know. Call me crazy. I just think that I think it's a great way to introduce new chapters, new stories, give us more in-depth stories of brotherhood and Space Marines fighting shoulder to shoulder. At the end of the day, they're still Space Marines, right? And have them fighting Chaos Space Marines, have them, I don't know, find out their gene seed is not from the Primarch they thought it was. And what are the ramifications of that once that knowledge gets out? Give us something. Give us a story and that's what Games Workshop needs to do. Help us, the fans that love the universe they've created, fall in love with the Primaris. Because we love the Firstborn. Every single Space Marine player has a love for the Firstborn in their heart. That's there. That's already established. Give us a new love for the Primaris. Because obviously they're not going away. They're not going to get rid of that ever. So give us a love for Primaris Marines. Give us a reason to like them just as much as the Firstborn, right? Give us something, Games Workshop. Give us stories. Give us short stories. Pump out a bunch of short stories. Let us see these great tales unfold of the heroic deeds of the Space Marines. Um, Something along those lines. Oh, like the Angels of Blood. The You can only watch it on the Games Workshop Warhammer Plus, I believe. That was a great show about camaraderie and a squad of Blood Angels fighting next to one another against the hordes of the Great Devourers. The Tyranids, or not Tyranids, but they were the Tyranid cultists, basically. Like, give us more of that. Show us more. Give us a series on Primaris Space Marines like that. Also, what about a Primaris Space Marine that comes into the Death Watch, right? What if some of the old goats from the other legions have self-sacrificed themselves to the Death Watch as firstborn, understanding that these Primaris are the next step. And so it's a squad of firstborn Space Marines in the Death Watch, and then a Primaris Marine comes in from whatever chapter. Take your pick. Wouldn't that be something? That would be fun to watch. I'd watch that. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are. I do this for y'all. I do this for the fun of the game, guys. I'm out there working just like y'all. I'm working right now. But I do this because I want to give y'all enjoyment, because I know I enjoy other content creators doing stuff and throwing it on YouTube. This is no different. I just want to give y'all something to help ease your day and get through your day a little bit better. Remember, work hard, play hard, show respect and honor towards others, be compassionate towards people, guys. Take deep breaths, don't get frustrated, and be kind to other people, and go out there and have fun. Until then, Smooth Brain Operator, signing out.